And we did like a start floor drill. And he's like, that's all I needed. He's like, I'll tell you what, if I finish better than 40, this is when nobody had flat screens. I'll buy you a 40-inch flat screen. And he won.
Did you get the flat screen?
I got a car eventually.
You're struggling with your golf game, you need two things, my friend. You need some swing lube with some yacht water with real Reposado tequila, and you need to follow me over to DewsweeperTV. Come on, let's go get better at the game of golf. All right, joining me here, this is a good one here on the tour coach here from Cabot Citrus Farms down here at the Golf Magazine Top 100 Summit. Super excited to have my boy Ryan Webb here.
Thank you.
Brady Riggs joining me once again. I mean, I've just drug him around everywhere with me, like doing these.
I'm a mascot.
And you're the Golf Magazine mascot. And Adam Schriber. Schriber's great to have you on with us again, brother. And also, just congrats on one hell of a year. Not just with JJ. Shit, all of them playing better, man. Fun watching them and fun watching you do your deal out there. And I'm always a fan when I see you on the range. I try to step back and watch it. Some of the things I see you do with the exercise stuff, or a lot of the stuff I try to do and stuff. It's fun learning from you.
It's nice to see that I'm not the only weirdo out there.
I wasn't going to call us weirdos, but
I mean, but we're definitely doing different stuff to create feels.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that part.
Yeah, it's really helped me with my guys and girls to be able to do those exercises and help create feels and learn movements. But I kind of wanted to start with you, like when a new player comes to you, where do you start? What do you do?
Start with data.
Data?
Yeah, I mean, I like to get all the data and physical screen, even like a TPI on relays where they move through some movements and see what gives it up.
Okay.
And then, like analyze the puzzle.
Okay. What type of data do you get?
So, I mean, I get it all. I get ground force, I get biomac, I get physical screen, I get a screen in motion, and I get launch monitor.
Okay.
With video, right? I mean, it's, like, I can remember starting doing this, and people used to criticize us for taking pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do you need to film it? And it's like, so it's to show you that what you felt wasn't what you were doing.
Right.
I could see it, and it's like to let you know how much to exaggerate a feel. And now look at all the crazy shit we've got. But when you're out there and it's time, right? All you got is what you feel. So you better have something to lean on, And, I mean, I think that we've all done it for a long time. Creating the right pattern of movement is what's going to hold up under the heat. And I think that's a lot that goes into that.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds all simple and good.
And changing that pattern's hard.
Changing that pattern's awful.
Yeah.
It's next to impossible, but you got to try, and you have to have balls enough, whatever you want to call it, to agree with the player that this is worth going after. Right? And you need full commitment, or you're just it ain't going to happen for anyone.
How long for you, when you start with a player, do you feel like it takes for them working on something to where they where they've changed a movement pattern or changed how they move, and you feel pretty good that it'll hold up?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a set answer to that. I think that's person specific.
Okay.
But I think you can get I mean, I remember back in the day helping AK, and he got a second round, and he hadn't played in a month. I'm going to DC, and he's fighting with his girlfriend, and we're there like 5 days early, and we're grinding. And it's Wednesday midday. We do some drill. He's like, "You can leave." Like, what? It's like, "I got it. You can leave." Huh? Well, I thought I was staying all week. It's like, "No, get out of here." I was like, "All right." And we did like a start floor drill. right? To get the little two directions blended back in. And he's like, that's all I needed. He's like, I'll tell you what, if I finish better than 40th, this is when nobody had flat screens. I'll buy you a 40-inch flat screen. And he won.
Did you get the flat screen?
I got a car eventually. He calls me Monday. He's like, I guess I owe you a TV. I'm like, that's one big motherfucker you owe me. I'm like, go home. Oh my God, that's pretty funny. But yeah, so like I think the formula is different. Like he had obviously felt it before and was coming back home to some place he knew. I think other people haven't felt it. That's the dicey one, right? When the other shit's going to revert back in, and when you've done enough reps to quiet that out of there, and it's just auto.
Yeah.
Because we know when it comes to that time, you got to be there. You can't be there.
Right.
No, I was talking to him
such a
last
tough
time.
deal.
He was the first guy doing stuff.
Right.
Like I remember with Anthony, because I spent so much time with him too. I'm like, what are you guys doing? He's like, well, just doing a lot of stuff at the gym. And if I'm not hitting it well, we're going to the gym. I'm like, what in the hell are you talking about? It just didn't make any sense to me. And now it makes a lot more sense to me because, we're not catching up, but we're definitely in the wake.
I remember, Costas, Flick, a lot of teachers, Butch, all coming up to me going, sure you want to take that kid to the gym? Because we used to have to find a gym every week. Like there wasn't even one on site a lot of times. We'd have to go to 24-hour fitness to do our shit. And it was important to me. Because I remember going and seeing him in college and he'd be like, I'm like, yeah, I've been going to the gym. He's like, oh yeah, I have. Swear, I've been going every day. I'm like, dude, you haven't gone to the gym. Okay. Because you can see it, you know when he's doing the right stuff. You can see the motion, and it's like, so yeah, that was big, and yeah, I'm happy I stuck by my guns. It's weird how certain stuff is right, but then other stuff you doubt yourself all the time. Like I never doubted that piece.
So cool.
That's as an
so
athlete playing golf, and this was the right thing to do, at least with him for sure.
So question following up on that was Lipsky. Right?
Yeah.
Taught a lot growing up,
People.
a completely different human being, right? Is that something you're jumping into with him as well? As you're just touching on it, or is he in a different track?
I think it's different how much you can tap into it. David's more Moneyball golf, right?
Right.
Like I would say he's analytical. He's a golf IQ's off the book. His hands are sick, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say he's going to, have Anthony's quickness on the basketball court,
Right.
Or do some of the other physical things that an AK could have done. So try and identify stuff where he can relate it to his hands through the gym. Slightly different, still trying to create feels,
Yeah.
And let it tie into what his superpower is. I think they all got different superpowers. AK could, his thoracic mobility was awful. And then his legs were really strong, so he could torque his two against each other, right? And he's like, I want to feel my hands. I remember taking Como to see him at OU. Como had just come back from a Morad seminar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, his low point's too far back. He's running it out to the right and double crosses, and Como's like, oh, I got this. Let me do this thing. So I was like, all right, have at it. He's like, really? I was like, yeah, have at it. I was like, Anthony, do whatever he says. He's like, all right. He's put a head cover under his right arm. He's trying to get him to lag it with his right arm, right? Because he was tossing it early because this was back. Mm-hmm. And he's like, Anthony had 2 shots, maybe one or two. He said, Schriber, I can't do this. Teach me how to do this with my body. Right? And I was like, all right, walk through one. Let's see. All right, I got it.
All right, I got it.
Whatever, I don't even remember exactly what we did, but it was something to get his right shoulder forward, his right side forward, And
yeah.
It had the same effect, but done differently.
That's the art of coaching and teaching, right?
But, when you think you figured it out for one, you're just baffled by the next one, right?
Yeah.
And they're all different DNA, and they all have different superpowers, and they're all really talented, at least at these levels.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, how do you get the most out of it? And has Lipsky got the most out of it? I don't know.
You know, it's funny.
You
He was
know,
the
like,
one
oh,
guy I never would have thought, you know, because I taught him as a junior, and he was a good junior. And, you know, he went to Northwestern. He's a good player. But
I don't think he thought he was going to.
Of all the guys in that group, whether it was AK or,
I don't think he thought he was going to play.
I never would have thought that guy would still be playing for a living at this point. But I was wrong. And I think the thing.
Dude, he doesn't puck it anymore either.
Yeah, he was
That's what's scary.
He was great.
He used to fill it up.
Yeah.
Really?
He puts it.
But he got better every year. And I think that's a testament to Adam and what he's doing. Is that you see the improvement over time, you know, which is really what you have to do. I think, don't you, Tony? To be competitive out there, you got to keep getting a little bit better all the time.
I got a Corn Ferry player that like that a year ago. I was a little bit worried, like, you get to the end of the year, they don't get, whatever, improve, and and then he said, "Hey, I want to play this called fuck." He goes, "Hey, I want to give you a bonus." He's like, he goes, "Well, hey, like I've had a lot going on this year. Like I've gotten better each of the last few years. I haven't gotten to where we want to go, but I've gotten better."
Wow.
And he's like, "You're doing everything I could ask you to do." Right. And I mean, that man, because like in the world that we operate in, sometimes that's not always seen.
That's so
right. Right.
And all about them. And if they're not where they want to be, it's not about being there. They're not the reason they're not there. Accountability sometimes is not always there.
For sure.
But I think the good ones are accountable. I think Scotty's accountable.
100%. Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm going to lean on that when it comes to coaching my guys. Like, I'm using him every example I can.
Yeah. Why wouldn't?
I mean, yeah, really, why wouldn't you? What would you eat? I mean, you look at a lot of that. If he came to you tomorrow and you didn't know who he was, what would you do?
Well, it depends on where you were, right, in your career. 20 years ago, you might have been an idiot. Now maybe you'll shut up and watch a little bit.
Yeah, it's interesting, huh? And I think it takes maturity, balls, whatever you want to call it, confidence in yourself to not right, or to coach. Say, hey, dude, you got to wedges. You just got to cover up buzz and stuff.
Early in my teaching career,
right?
Yeah, early in my first real good player, Bobby Wyatt, I mean, when he first got on tour, that was my first real, or going through that where he was getting exemptions. Like, I didn't do as good a job of that because I liked being out there. We were close, we were friends as well, and I didn't stand my ground at times. Now, like later on, everything's worked out great, but it was really, I had a really hard time with that. I
sat and talked JJ last year at times. I'm like, dude, there's my first couple of years out of here, you might have taken me down this rabbit hole. We ain't going there today.
Yeah.
We ain't going there, dude. You're swinging fine. Just work your setup, work your lines, whatever. It was stuff that he's trying to take you somewhere. It wasn't right. And honestly, I would have gone there and you more conscious, I'm getting paid a lot of money. I need to be worth this money. I need to do something, even if it's just
right.
I ain't there anymore. I don't give a fuck. But I mean, I do. I'm more confident that, hey, not doing something's the right thing to do at times, and putting your foot up their butt when you need to, or your arm around their shoulder, or whatever, is sometimes more important than technical shit.
Absolutely. Is that where the data comes in a lot too? Where you're able to kind of see where they really are versus how they feel like they're doing.
Great.
I'm sorry, but
this is great. I love these questions are better than mine.
I like it.
I think the data is just a pattern, right? Yeah, it's like their pattern of movement, and if you see that, be efficient. You're like, hey, there's room for their growth. We're missing something, And I've said that I'm missing something. You're not flushing, but it's nothing to be alarmed with. We just got to sit here and talk through it. We'll figure it out. I'm missing something right now because a big move, big picture. Look at what I'm looking at. Show it's titty. It's great.
Yeah.
So we're obviously something's off. We'll figure it out. Let's just not hit the panic button.
it's hard to get them to not.
But I know.
But that's
I don't
where
know,
your
like, I would
confidence
have done
comes
that
in.
before, though. Yeah, I mean,
Don't you think that they
sometimes I
believe in
fuck
you
up.
more when you're
Well,
confident?
I think so. Yeah, without a doubt.
But I also think they respect the shit out of you saying, "Hey, I'm missing something. I don't know what it is yet."
Well,
I think if you lie to them,
you can't
they-
do that. They'll see right through
Right.
it. I feel like, and I don't know how some guys pull it off, but there are a few out there that got smoke and mirrors. I feel like, and they don't last very long with people.
You talked about 2 swings that he gave Chris with the Morad pattern you were messing with. How many swings is, I'd love Tony to answer this too, how many swings do you have for something to, like you said, it's a feel that they're trying to either go back to, right? Or something different. They're like, wow, that changed the way that felt.
Create.
How many swings do you have when you introduce something to them that's different? Do you have weeks? Do you have days? Do you have hours? Or do you have minutes to get somebody back on?
No, I think like, so what I'm trying to do is like, say, okay, we need to agree that, you know, like JJ, you left load, your upper gets too far behind it. Now you either can go in sequence and you hit draws, or we go out of sequence and hit weaker cuts, you know, at times, and our bottoms get kind of dicey, right? So if we can buy into creating this fall in transition that you don't have to think about, you know, that related to some skateboard trick that I don't even know what fucking trick it still is to this day, but I don't really give a hoot either. You know, as long as we keep doing it right? That's all I care about. And you know, if we can create that, then it's like in the gym, right, there's 5 exercises to set it up, right? And then there's probably 3 to 4 to let it really unload. More was in the setup, quite honestly.
So he's buying in pretty quick to that.
They bought in.
What do you think, TR?
I think it really is. I think it changes from player to player, and it changes. I think also based on your relationship with the player.
He bought in because it like he had a feel he was looking for that he had at times, and it was like we got there. He's like, oh yeah, like he could tell.
Yeah,
like it's on plane. It's on top of the plane. He can unwind as hard as he wants. He's never going to get under. Oh, he's going to hit that guy. You know, we can just shut it down and hit that guy. Right? Just get deeper more behind him and let's just go both ways, right?
Wow.
That's pretty fucking
I remember like the first lesson I ever gave Lucas Glover back when I worked with Lucas, and he just wanted to hit a draw. And I just remember getting him aimed correctly, and then just telling him to get the right hit deeper. And he I just remember he was like the first one started right over Drew. And he's like, okay,
I got it.
He goes like now, and then like he hit one. I remember him hitting one that like way over Drew, and myself was thinking, oh shit, that's kind of great shot. He goes, oh no, that's good. Because now I know to speed it up to take it off, right?
Exactly.
But I remember it was like
100%.
one field, one ball, one
No,
or
and
two
it
balls.
doesn't necessarily have to be a good shot.
Right.
It's like how the heavy hit lays on the ball, and they know that feel, man. It's like fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
I don't think you get a ton of time with him. I remember Smiley, I mean, you'd have 2-3 shots. And if it didn't feel like what he thought it was supposed to feel like, you were toast. I mean,
That guy kills me. I say him a lot now out there.
he is great at what he does.
He's really good.
I got him a lesson with him tomorrow and driving back to me. He's been
Really?
great to me.
There's nothing scheduled.
Golly.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's been great to me, and we've done some stuff together. But he's great at that job. Really is refreshing to see, and
He's really, really good.
you know. So, well, this is good. So you find their superpower, use some data, and then
Train. And then it's like in the gym, you know, like so JJ, the rope, right? It's just part on the wall, right? Up the plane. Rotex, right? Just to rise, all this to go light extension, butt to tuck a little bit maybe, right? So
Okay.
falls back down by it. right? Specs, flywheel up behind here. Love it. Now how do you change it over? Down, right? Sick. Like creates rise, creates like auto shift this way, rise, and then house. I'm gonna change that bitch over, right? And then I'll use that this way too. Like just go with it here. Let this keep pressure on it somehow. Give them a third feel. They all, sure, right?
Right.
What about short
Bad
game?
balls.
Use anything for short game?
Yeah.
What do you use for short game? What exercise do you do with that?
Bad balls. Let me get through
I
this.
love the bed balls.
Yeah, like I've been throwing med balls, pinning them between my wrists this way.
Okay.
Really like that. A lot better. Can't cheat it with the
With the hand.
It's kind of cool, different, right? Shirt game, mini bands.
Mini band.
For engagement, right? I've even used them up here at times.
Really?
Yeah, light ones for that. But and then drawbacks. Drawbacks the left hammer game. Strike.
How much do you study like pitching and
Yeah, not enough.
not enough? I think there's some fascinating stuff. With
No,
that, too.
I know.
It's got some similarities in terms of.
I make them work it. Like I think one of the best things I've done for JJ, and it's funny because like I got 4 guys or whatever out there. He's the one guy that said, "All right, I'm your piece of clay last off season. We'll do whatever you want." And I'm like, "You need to do wedge combine. You need to do it every day.
Love
I
it.
don't fucking care if it's 20 balls or 50 balls, but you need to do it every day." I said, "You're going to have epiphanies about your golf swing that I can't tell you what they're going to be, but you're going to thank me for them." And dude, I told him once. That's it. You think any of my other guys are doing it? Fuck no. I mean, they don't like money or something. I mean, I don't know what the deal is, but this kid, like, that's what's cool. So you tell him something and he buys in one time and he owns it. You know, it's nice. You know?
So it's a dream scenario.
That's what's been so nice about
That
it.
one's good.
He's done what you asked him to do.
That's
You know,
rare, dude.
And he doesn't like. We were talking 3-4 weeks ago, whatever, and he right after he won in Boise and he got his card, and he said, "You know, I've been doing the same 3 things for 7 years." And he's like, "I got better, a little better every year, and I got frustrated a few times, got pissed, but like." I kind of had one of those moments like you talked about where it's like before I probably had given into him, but I said, "Fuck, no, you're on the right track." And I mean, to his credit, he was willing to hang in there, but they're not all willing to hang in there and do that.
No. No, JJ does 3 things on the range that cross over the gym.
Yeah.
Well, 4. If you cut the mini, I'll make him hit 20 balls with a minivan. But then he does like left toes up, hit it from left arm parallel. That's the crate. Can't fucking hang over there. At least downstairs, right? Like we're trying to keep this centered and let them. And then
You want the upper body centered, but it turning and loading more instead of
because he
leans over
he
it,
gets
right?
a lot of 2 directions being a little guy.
Yeah.
And he's got strong. The legs are his strongest attribute, lever in the ground. And if he gets over there, he's going to end up with so much right tilt rear on his slinging. You know? So, you want to sling. Right?
So that's number 1. What are the other 3?
So, start forward.
Which is
Right.
start forward.
Yeah, I just started 2.5 feet in front of the ball. Fast back, change directions with the lower. And then I make him do this 2-step. Where he steps right, steps left, but I gotta fucking keep his head. For him to do that, otherwise.
So he does that with the lower, but not the head and the upper. I like that.
That's been it's been it.
Yeah.
And I ain't fucking gonna fuck it up. I don't think. Hopefully. You know, we do some cross-handed backswing feels for the fold at times, right? Because I like to keep plays good from a little bit
Yep.
older, you know. But
That's awesome.
different formulas, right?
So it makes it fun.
Yeah.
The
When
piece
you
of the
crack
puzzle.
the
What
codes.
a great way to describe it.
Right?
You
They're
gotta look at the
all a
puzzle.
puzzle. We're all a fucking puzzle. You got your formula that unlocks whatever potential you got. You know what I
It's
mean?
true.
You know what I realized in my old age is how much my ADDs F myself when it comes to like, I get pitted nice and then I'll be, what? And next thing you know, I can't even remember what I did. I'm like, God, I'm into like ass now. You know? Yeah, I get playing nice at times and then I just screw it up. I'm way more disciplined with other people.
I'm terrible with saying
Can't
myself.
teach my dude. If I video myself, I just work on my posture for like 3 hours and never gets to where I want it to go. You know, it's like I can't get past the first piece. It's pathetic. Like my monkey arms are dragging on the ground. What the hell is going on here?
I think we've all earned that posture.
Yeah, we've earned it. We've earned it.
It's crazy.
Shribes, thanks for doing this, man.
Yeah,
You're the
man.
best. You're always one of the
I
best.
love doing this.
Oh, it's great.